Hey guys, this is Monday Matinee. Get ready for a wild ride as the Scarlet Speedster dashes across the silver screen in the movie The Flash. In this much anticipated film, director Andy Muschietti takes us on a time-traveling adventure where the fate of our beloved heroes hangs in the balance. So I'll unravel the plot and share the highs and lows of the cinematic escapade. Worlds collide when Barry Allen, played once again by Ezra Miller, employs his superhuman abilities to travel back in time and rewrite the past. However, his noble attempt to save his family inadvertently alters the course of the future, as is the case with most time-traveling movies. So the movie does revolve around this familiar plot. Caught in a reality where General Zod, played once again by the formidable Michael Shannon, has returned with a threat of annihilation, and with no superheroes to turn to, Barry finds himself trapped in a race against time to set things right. Now, before we dive into the awesome action and character dynamics, let's address the elephant in the Batcave. The behind-the-scenes turbulence of this movie left us more skeptical than Batman trying out a new gadget. With James Gunn taking on the reins of DC and doubts surrounding the future of these beloved characters, our anticipation was definitely clouded with uncertainty. Ben Affleck's departure as Batman, coupled with the goodbye to Henry Cavill's Superman, truly left a sour taste in our mouths. And let's not forget Ezra Miller's off-screen escapades, which only added to our concerns. It seemed like the odds were stacked against this movie from the start, leaving us wondering if we should even care anymore. But the movie The Flash delivers more than a bolt of lightning. So while the script may not be a pinnacle of greatness, it has a lot of touching elements that will resonate deeply within many of us, I'm sure. The exploration of Barry's relationship with his mother and the emotional weight that it carries is nothing short of heartwarming. So at least we have a lot of these heartfelt moments that make the movie more than just a flurry of super speed. But now let's shed some light on the bat-shaped beacon of excitement, Michael Keaton's return as Batman. While he may not necessarily be everyone's first choice to don the cape, his reprisal of the iconic role stands tall as the film's shining gem. Witnessing Keaton's Batman once again grapple with darkness and engage in combat is a nostalgic treat for any fan of the Bat. Aerial stunts, upgraded gear, and fluid hand-to-hand combat? Holy high-flying acrobats, Batman. Truly is a sight to behold, and we can revel in the Dark Knight's new ability to turn his head. It's a new era of mobility for the Cape Crusader. Yeah, but thinking back to Michael Keaton's old Batman movies, the combat is really stiff, it's slow, it's kind of boring, and this one you see him just take on heaps of men at once. It's really cool, really exciting, and definitely I think the best part of this film. But speaking on the Scarlet Speedster himself, I think Ezra Miller's portrayal of Barry Allen kind of brings that perfect balance of comedy and heartfelt determination. So whether you prefer your speedsters to be serious or snappy, Ezra Miller's neurotic charm brings a delightful blend of chuckles and heart to the movie. So you can prepare for adventure as Barry's antics unfold, offering a good counterpoint to the gravity of the plot. The humor I think mostly works, but there is a lot of criticism that he kind of comes across as annoying. I didn't think so though. Alright, but unfortunately, not every aspect of this movie sprints to victory. The CGI. The CGI definitely falls way short of its potential, leaving us wishing for an extra burst of that lightning-infused magic. Honestly, the CGI is bad. If you guys can think back to The Matrix Reloaded, where Neo fought the multiple Agent Smiths, it looks like that. Which is just crazy because it almost seems like an intentional choice to leave it that way. I mean, it's gotta be, it's just so bad. Also, Ben Affleck's Batman doesn't really get the send-off that he deserves, leaving us craving for more of his brooding brilliance. His part could have honestly just been cut down to CGI and a stuntman, which is pretty odd because he stated that this movie was the most fun he's had playing Batman. I guess because he just stayed in the trailer all day. I also wasn't a fan of his suit or his cowl in this movie. Also, the moments when multiple Barry Allens grace the screen, it really reveals the limitations of CGI doubles. So that uncanny valley effect sneaks in, momentarily jarring us from that immersive experience that we wanted. So long gone are the days of an actor filming both of the character's parts, and then the two shots being stitched together. Another issue I think is with Supergirl. While it's not her movie, her underutilization I think is definitely a missed opportunity. Her character, which of course has that potential for a compelling story, seems to have just jumped from her rescue to the finale without much development or exploration. So it's a shame to see such a promising addition to the superhero roster being sidelined like that. And there's also kind of another bad guy in this movie who you don't see in the trailer. And while General Zod does pose this formidable threat, this other antagonist in the Speed Force fails to leave any lasting impact. He's rushed and easily dispatched. He just pales in comparison to any other memorable foe. So, villains. They're always that perpetual hurdle in these films that even the Flash can't seem to outrun. And last, visually, this movie definitely takes a departure from Zack Snyder's dark and gritty universe, opting for a brighter, more vibrant palette. And while that look may be a tad out of place for Batman and some other characters, this new directorial vision offers a fresh perspective on the Speedster's world, just not one I'm particularly fond of. So in the end, The Flash may not reach that finish line as victoriously as I had hoped, but it does remain an enjoyable, well-balanced cinematic experience. It stumbles in certain areas, particularly the CGI, underdeveloped villains, and an overused plot. Yet, it shines through its heartfelt moments, nostalgic callbacks, and the return of Michael Keaton as Batman. So, for its efforts, for letter grade, I give this movie a B-. So go ahead and get out there and watch the fastest men alive race across the screen one more time. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.